My name is Monica. I was born into a Christian family on July 2nd, 1993. My mom tells me that when she found out she was pregnant, she promised to do everything possible to raise me to live my life for the Lord. I was always a challenge to my parents. I think that's why by the time I was like 3 years old, they were always involved in all kinds of ministries. I was there for Bible school, children's church, and missionettes. My friends from church became my best friends, and their parents became my teachers, my mentors, and my family. For me, church has always been awesome. Church and my friends from church have always been the highlight of my life. I feel blessed to have so many people who love me and truly care for me. You all know who you are, and I want you to know that your efforts have not been in vain. When I started middle school, I was going through a lot, physically and emotionally. I wanted to try having new friends and a different lifestyle. I never doubted God, but I kept hearing that Christians are supposed to be different than everybody else, and I really wanted to be like everyone else. Through that stage in my life, my parents and their friends were always there for me. Then came the stage when I rather have fun at school than work hard and keep up my grades. I envied those kids whose parents didn't care about their grades. They seemed to be having all the fun and I wanted to join them. I tried doing all kinds of fun things like lying, cheating, sneaking out, cutting class, getting by without having to study or do homework, but nothing worked. Not only that, but I had to hear it from like half a dozen grown-ups, the same people who have always been there for me. A few years ago, something strange happened. I started to realize that as kids get older, their stupid mistakes begin to actually ruin their lives. I started to notice the difference between those who knew God and those who don't, between those who live their lives to honor God and those who say they know God but they don't act like it. Everything that I had learned at church and everything that I had heard time and time again from my parents and their friends started to make sense. I knew I had to take charge of my life. I knew that I could find all the right answers in the Bible. I also came to be more active at church. I started singing, praising, teaching, and doing a lot of volunteer work. I even promised the Lord I would remain pure until marriage in front of the church. I have always loved God, but now I know He loves me. I know He made me for a special purpose, and that, just like my friends and family, He wants what's best for me. I hope to be able to impact the lives of many other children in the same way my life has been impacted. I don't know what the future holds for me, but I definitely know that God will always hold the number one place in my life, and that I will always live to honor Him.